Hey everybody, welcome into our Happy Hour Recap, Barry and Mark's Happy Hour Recap. I'm Mark.
And I'm Barry from edwardscom.net.
And we are coming at you from the Happy Dog at the Euclid Tavern, the world-famous Euclid Tavern. Wonderful Cleveland music venue, just world-famous, as a matter of fact. Right upstairs and right above us in 1987, Joan Jett and Michael J. Fox recorded the movie A Light of Day. Joan Jett in town this weekend to be inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame here in Cleveland. This place is just oozing with stardom, and if these walls could talk.
Yeah, absolutely. And they got the home of the $5 hot dog.
The $5 hot dog with tons and tons and tons of topping. It's a great place. It's the Happy Dog at the Euclid Tavern here in the heart of University Circle here in Cleveland, Ohio. Barry, last time we discussed the methodology for creating your own book. And not only that, talking about repurposing the content from that book across your social channels. We talked about defining your subject matter and what will become your title. And speaking of titles, here in just a little bit, we're going to tell you a couple little tips about how to pick a title for your book. And next, we also, in our last episode, showed you how to define the chapters of that book. And then lastly, we showed you how to, using the same methodology, define the chapter sections of your book. And in case you missed it, you have to check it out. Happy Hour Recap number 28. You can find it at edwardscom.net, right here on the site you're watching this from. And it's called How to Write a Book, Blog, eNewsletter, Keynote, everything, all in one, part one. And if you're, by the way, if you're not signed up for our Happy Hour Recap newsletter, please do so. And if you're right here on our website, just to the right is our subscribe form. But if you're watching this on YouTube, please click the description, head over to the website, watch this video, and please sign up for our Happy Hour Recap newsletter.
Premium content for free.
Absolutely. That's the only way you're going to get it. And Barry's going to lay out how to fill in each chapter here from an engaging and professional manner. And as a Happy Hour Recap subscriber, you can download his chapter about how
what is branding,
about what is branding as well.
Yes.
And you get that when you sign up for our e-newsletter.
Yes, and you'll see samples of that as we go along here and talk. And what you said, engaging and professional for defining these chapters, is exactly that. Just because you have a blog doesn't mean that you're a professional writer,
right?
By any means. So what we're doing here is now, with the last Happy Hour Recap episode, we are left with a really nice outline of what this book will be. Now we are filling in that outline with the true content, one chapter at a time. So this chapter is going to talk about what is the anatomy of it, what is the structure, how to make your content clear, effective, and consistent. So we're going to start this off with the essentials, and number one is state the key takeaway. All right, so the beginning of your chapter, state the key takeaway. This is especially important if you want to use this chapter as a presentation, or as a keynote presentation,
right,
what have you. I actually did that with this.
And it was good. I saw it.
Yes, yes, you did.
It was good.
Stating the key takeaway engages your audience right off the bat. Hey, this is what's in it for you. That's all everybody cares about, so state that right off the bat. And I'm going to say a lot of what I'm using here is inspired by Dan Martell's How to Create a Great Presentation in Just 15 Minutes, an article that I stumbled upon. It's really, really good, so check it out. We have the link in the notes. So after stating that key takeaway, move right into your intro summary. Now this is opening your chapter with a few paragraphs that, number one, summarize the importance of your subject matter. 2, how it impacts the reader, of course, what's in it for me. And 3, how your unique beliefs are an improvement on the existing subject matter. From there, we dive right into your chapter sections. Okay, so each chapter section should be about 3 to 4 paragraphs, and start with an overview paragraph once again, and follow that with some specifics. I use bulleted copy in the sample that you see here. And just as an important aside, most readers, and this is based on tried and true marketing research, 80% of readers read headline, subhead, bulleted copy, and picture captions, but not the body copy.
Right.
If you're armed with that knowledge, you'll know how to structure your copy better.
Just think how you read an article or see a post or something.
Exactly. End these sections with a wrap-up paragraph. All right, from there, sidebars are quotes, and this is personal experience that supports your belief. Okay, it could be a case history. That's what I used on a couple of occasions throughout this chapter, as you'll see. I use case histories, but and you don't need these for every section, but I recommend a couple of these sidebars for every chapter.
Okay.
All right, so if you have a 4-chapter section, I think we have 4, maybe 5, a couple case histories or stories, personal stories, will help you out a whole bunch. And once again, it keeps the audience engaged and keeps you looking as the experienced expert. And lastly, your last paragraph or section, restate your summary and bring this all together. Tie it all up, showing the benefits of taking this expert advice that you just laid out.
Yeah, awesome. And now there's the thing with coming up with the title. How do you come up with that great title?
Oh, well, I had What is Branding is our brilliant title thus far.
Well, Barry, you had a good method for it. My method that I'm going to give everybody here is a little bit of a cheat, so you go first.
Yours is a cheat, but that's what makes it more fun. Yes, my tried and true method is simply Google magazine cover, comma, and then your subject matter. So the reason to do this is take it, and then you'll click on Google Images to see what comes up as magazine covers that cover your subject matter.
And there will be right there in front of you, all these images.
And it will be. And the value of this is that there are highly paid, highly skilled copywriters out there that are paid good money to figure out what is the most catchy title in that sea of magazine covers out there, so that what's going to appeal to your audience. So get inspired by that. In my case, I Googled magazine covers, comma, what is branding? And based on the results, I changed the title to Building a Better Brand in the 21st Century, which is much better than what is branding.
Much, much better. All right, so my cheat method is Portent. Portent.com/tools/titlemaker, and we'll have the link in our show notes for that.
Yes.
And essentially what you do, you go to the page and you type in your keyword phrases or your subject matter, click on the results, and it gives you titles, suggestions for titles.
Some funny ones.
And some funny ones, actually. And you can actually even play with, put in some goofy words in there. And anyway, so it's a great way to come up with a title.
If you don't like the first one,
right, just
hit
click
it again.
Exactly. Click the results again, and it'll give you, and really, it is a great tool. Portent.com/tools/titlemaker.
Right. So wrapping this up, let's keep in mind that each one of these chapters can be an excellent presentation or a white paper on your site.
And each section, it could be a high-quality blog post. It could be repurposed for your e-newsletter, whatever. And you can take the appropriate parts of them, use them all across your social media channels. You can create, as I said before, slideshare decks off of it to promote it. Yep. You could also create flipboards, whatever you want to do. There's all kinds of options out there, but repurpose that content.
Hey, and that's going to wrap it up for our series on how to write a book and all that other stuff. all at the same time.
And remember, you'll get Barry's free chapter on branding in your happy hour recap newsletter. And so if you're not signed up, do it right now.
Yep.
And we want to thank Sean, we want to thank Adam, we want to thank Beth, and everybody here at the Happy Dog at the Euclid Tavern for having us. It's been a great time.
Yes.
I love this place.
It's really beautiful, and I'm going to go have a dog now. Have a great week.